Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak about a power that each and every one of us possesses, but all too often we let it slip through our fingers. It's a power so transformative that when harnessed, it can radically change the course of our lives. It's the power of your thoughts, your mindset. And at the core of that power is a concept we need to master: the art of killing negative thinking. Let's start by acknowledging the fact that negative thinking is not just a habit, it's a destructive force. It creeps into our minds and subtly poisons the way we view the world, ourselves, and our potential. We've all been there. The doubts, the fears, the pessimism that says you can't do it, or it's too hard, or you're not good enough. These thoughts don't just remain as whispers in our minds. They shape our actions, our responses, and ultimately the outcomes we experience in life. But what if I told you that negative thinking, as powerful as it may feel in the moment, is not a reality? What if I told you that you have the power to destroy it, to crush it, to take control of your thoughts, and in doing so, take control of your life? To understand this, we need to first recognize the incredible power of our minds. The mind is not just a place where thoughts live, it's the creator of our realities. Every action you take, every word you speak, every decision you make begins in your mind. The mind is the fertile ground where success is born. It is also the same ground where failure can take root. The question is, what kind of seeds are you planting in your mind today? Negative thinking is nothing more than a series of lies we choose to believe. It's the voice inside that convinces us we're inadequate, that we're failures, that we'll never achieve our dreams. But here's the truth: those are not facts. Those are simply thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. The first step in killing negative thinking is understanding that you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. You are not defined by the negative voices that show up in your head. You are not what your mind tells you when it's overcome by fear or doubt. You are so much more than that. So how do you kill negative thinking? How do you destroy these false beliefs that undermine your potential? First, you must be aware of it. Awareness is key. You cannot change something you do not recognize. You must pay attention to the thoughts that arise in your mind. When a negative thought pops up, don't ignore it. Don't pretend it's not there. Acknowledge it. But don't give it power. It's like a weed in a garden. If you don't notice it, it will take root and spread. But if you see it for what it is and pull it out, it has no hold over you. The next step is to challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this thought based on reality, or is it just a fear? Often negative thinking is rooted in fear: the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of not being enough. But fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. It's a phantom that can only exist if we allow it to. So challenge it. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that supports this negative belief? Chances are you'll find none. Now, let me say this: negative thinking doesn't always disappear overnight. It's not a battle that is won in a single moment. But that's the beauty of it. The more you challenge those thoughts, the more you replace them with truth, the weaker they become. And soon, the negative voices that once dominated your mind will fade into silence. But here's the crucial part: when you remove a negative thought, you must replace it with a positive one. You can't just leave a void. The mind abhors a vacuum. If you take out the negative thought, immediately replace it with something empowering, something true, something that propels you forward. For example, let's say the thought arises, I'm not good enough to succeed. Instead of letting that thought settle in your mind and take root, immediately replace it with, I am more than enough, and I have everything I need to succeed. It's about rewiring your brain, retraining yourself to think in a way that aligns with your true potential. The next step is to take action. Action is the antidote to fear and negativity. When you are constantly moving forward, even in small steps, you prove to yourself that the negative thoughts have no basis. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a testament to your belief in yourself. You'll find that the more you act, the less power the negative thoughts have over you. Why? Because you're proving them wrong with every step you take. Now let's talk about the power of affirmations. Affirmations are powerful tools that can help you replace negative thinking with positive truth. What you speak with your mouth will eventually settle in your heart and mind. Speak life over yourself. Speak abundance. Speak success. Speak confidence. You cannot allow negative thoughts to dominate your mind, but neither can you let your words be filled with doubt and defeat. Your words have power. They are the framework that builds your future. And finally, surround yourself with the right people. The people you associate with can either lift you up or drag you down. If you spend your time with those who are constantly negative, who reinforce your doubts, it will be much harder to break free from those patterns of thinking. Find people who inspire you, who encourage you, who challenge you to become better. Your environment plays a huge role in your mental and emotional health. Protect your mind by choosing to be around those who are positive, uplifting, and full of vision. Let me share something with you. You are the architect of your life. Your thoughts are the blueprint, and your actions are the building blocks. If you want to see something magnificent, something extraordinary, you must first change the way you think. Negative thinking is a parasite that will eat away at your potential. But once you kill it, once you uproot it, you create the space for greatness to emerge. As you leave here today, remember this: you are not a prisoner of your negative thoughts. You are the master of your mind. The thoughts you entertain shape your future. So choose thoughts of possibility, thoughts of abundance, thoughts of greatness. When negativity tries to take hold, kill it with positivity. Kill it with truth. Kill it with action. Your destiny is in your hands. But it starts with the mind. You must kill negative thinking because your future depends on it. Absolutely. Let me dive deeper into these concepts to give you more clarity. Negative thinking is something that can often feel like an invisible weight we carry with us, affecting everything from our self-esteem to our ability to pursue our goals. The first thing to understand is that negative thinking is not inherent to us as human beings. It is a learned response. Over time, negative thoughts become ingrained in our minds through experiences, trauma, and sometimes even the environments we are in. These thoughts are not truths, but simply patterns that can be unlearned. Recognizing that we are not our thoughts is the key to liberating ourselves from their grip. Our minds are like fertile soil, and what we plant in them grows. If we plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, we'll experience a harvest of self-sabotage, procrastination, and missed opportunities. But if we plant seeds of confidence, self-belief, and positivity, we will begin to witness growth and change in the form of success and fulfillment. So when negative thoughts arise, we must remind ourselves that these thoughts do not define us. They are simply fleeting and can be challenged and replaced. The power of awareness cannot be overstated. Negative thoughts can often go unnoticed, slipping into our consciousness unnoticed until they begin to affect our behavior. Awareness allows us to catch these thoughts before they take root. It's like being a gardener in your own mind. You need to actively check the state of the soil and remove any weeds, negative thoughts, before they crowd out the flowers, positive thoughts. Once you've recognized that negative thought, it's time to challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on truth, or is it simply a reflection of fear or insecurity? Most of the time, negative thoughts are grounded in fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of not being good enough. These fears are often exaggerated and not based on real evidence. For example, if you think I'm not good enough to succeed, challenge it by asking, what evidence do I have that supports this thought? Have I succeeded in other areas of my life? What skills or strengths do I have that will help me move forward? This simple act of challenging the thought shifts your perception. Replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations is an incredibly powerful strategy. We all have an internal dialogue, and the language we use with ourselves shapes our identity. If we constantly tell ourselves that we're not capable or that things won't work out, we begin to believe those things to be true. However, when we replace these negative thoughts with affirmations such as I am capable, I am worthy of success, or I have the strength to overcome any challenge, we begin to rewire our brains. These positive affirmations help create a mindset that focuses on possibility rather than limitation. It's important to remember that transforming negative thinking into positive thinking is a gradual process. Just like building a muscle, the more you practice, the stronger it becomes. In the beginning, it may feel unnatural or forced, but with consistent practice, it becomes easier. Over time, positive thinking becomes your default, and negative thoughts begin to lose their power. Persistence is key here. It's easy to slip back into old patterns, but the key is not to be discouraged. When negative thoughts arise, continue to challenge and replace them with positive ones. Action is the antidote to fear. Fear and negativity often paralyze us, keeping us stuck in inaction. When we take action, even in small steps, we prove to ourselves that our fears are unfounded. The fear of failure is often worse than failure itself, and in many cases we find that the things we feared were not as daunting as we thought once we actually begin to take action. By moving forward, we build confidence and break the cycle of negative thinking. Gratitude is another powerful tool. Gratitude shifts our focus away from what is lacking or negative in our lives and instead highlights what is good and abundant. When we focus on the things we are thankful for, we invite more positive energy into our lives. Practicing gratitude daily helps us become more mindful of the blessings we have, and it opens our eyes to opportunities that we may have otherwise overlooked. It's like a lens through which we see the world when we focus on the good. The good multiplies. The people we spend time with can also impact our thinking. If we are surrounded by negativity, pessimism, or toxic attitudes, it becomes much harder to maintain a positive mindset. On the other hand, being around positive, uplifting individuals encourages us to think more positively and expand our possibilities. Surrounding ourselves with people who inspire us, challenge us, and support us in our goals helps foster an environment where positive thinking thrives. Our words are a direct reflection of our thoughts. If we speak words of defeat, frustration, and limitation, we are reinforcing those thoughts. However, when we speak words of encouragement, hope, and affirmation, we begin to influence our thinking in a positive direction. The language we use shapes the reality we create. So when faced with a challenge, speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement as you would to a friend in need of support. Your words matter more than you might realize. Visualization is a powerful technique for reprogramming your mind to overcome negative thinking. By vividly imagining yourself succeeding, whether it's acing a presentation, reaching a goal, or overcoming an obstacle, you send signals to your brain that success is not only possible but inevitable. Visualization helps to create a mental image of your desired outcome. And this image becomes so powerful that it pushes you toward the actions required to make that vision a reality. Failure is another major source of negative thinking. Many of us fear failure so much that we avoid taking action altogether. But failure is not the end, it's a lesson. It's a necessary part of the learning process. When we embrace failure, we learn from it and grow stronger. Every successful person has experienced failure at some point in their journey. The key is to see failure not as a defeat, but as a stepping stone on the path to success. Self-image is foundational to our thoughts. How we see ourselves directly impacts the thoughts we entertain. If we have a negative view of ourselves, we'll be more likely to believe the negative thoughts that arise. On the other hand, if we view ourselves as capable, deserving, and strong, we're more likely to reject negative thinking. Cultivating a positive self-image is crucial in shifting our mindset and silencing the inner critic that often speaks up when we face challenges. Affirming our worth regularly is another powerful practice. Negative thinking often stems from a sense of inadequacy or unworthiness. When we affirm our value, we remind ourselves that we are worthy of love, success, and happiness. These affirmations strengthen our confidence and weaken the grip of negativity. Letting go of the past is one of the most liberating steps in overcoming negative thinking. Our past mistakes, failures, or traumas don't determine our future. When we hold on to the past, we allow it to define us and shape our thinking. But the truth is that we are not bound by our past. We have the power to create a new future by letting go of past hurts and embracing the possibility of change. Comparison is one of the quickest ways to invite negativity into our lives. When we compare ourselves to others, we often feel inadequate or like we're falling behind. However, every person's journey is unique. The more we focus on our own growth and progress, the less we will be distracted by the accomplishments of others. Embrace your journey and recognize that your progress, no matter how small, is valuable. Personal development is an ongoing process. The more we invest in ourselves, the more we expand our thinking and our possibilities. Reading, learning new skills, developing new habits, and seeking out new experiences all contribute to the growth of our mindset. The more we grow, the more we realize that there is no limit to what we can achieve. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. When we see success as a series of steps, each one bringing us closer to our goals, it becomes less daunting. Negative thinking often arises when we believe success is a one-time event or that we must have it all together right away. The truth is, success is built over time with perseverance and determination. Resilience is crucial in overcoming negative thinking. Life will always present challenges, but how we respond to them determines our future. When we develop the resilience to keep going, even in the face of adversity, we break free from the grip of negativity. Resilience is about refusing to give up no matter how tough things get. Our daily habits shape our mindset and consequently our lives. Positive habits like reading, exercising, journaling, or meditating help keep our minds focused on growth and success. These habits create an environment where positive thinking thrives. When we make positive habits a priority, we reinforce a mindset that supports our goals. Finally, we must remember that killing negative thinking is an ongoing process. It's not a one-time fix, but a daily commitment. Negative thoughts will always try to creep in, but with practice and intention, we can choose to replace them with thoughts that empower us. The more we practice, the more natural it becomes to reject negativity and embrace positivity. The power to transform our lives lies in our ability to control our thoughts. By killing negative thinking, we open the door to a life full of potential growth and success. The choice is ours to make. To speak like a leader, you must first understand that leadership is more about influence than authority. Influence is earned through consistent actions, genuine communication, and the ability to inspire those around you. Effective leaders do not force respect. They earn it by embodying qualities that naturally command it. One of the most important ways to lead is through clarity of communication. When you speak, it should be clear, concise, and easy to understand. People follow leaders who know where they're going and can explain their vision in a way that is simple yet compelling. Clarity helps people know exactly what is expected of them, and it creates a sense of certainty in an otherwise uncertain world. To speak with power, you need to be confident in yourself and in your message. Confidence in leadership comes not from ego, but from a deep understanding of your purpose and values. When you speak with confidence, you are more likely to gain the respect of others because they can sense your belief in what you are saying. Confidence helps you stand firm in your convictions, even when others may disagree. It also allows you to communicate with authority without needing to raise your voice or impose your will. Authenticity is another vital aspect of leadership communication. People can tell when you are being real, and they tend to trust leaders who are authentic. When you are authentic, you speak from your truth and remain consistent in your words and actions. Leaders who are authentic are respected. Leaders who are authentic are able to build relationships based on transparency and mutual respect. They do not try to be someone they are not, but instead embrace their unique qualities, experiences, and perspectives. Another key to speaking like a leader is having a sense of emotional intelligence. This means being aware of your emotions and the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence enables leaders to communicate effectively by adjusting their tone and language based on the emotional state of their audience. A leader who can empathize with the struggles and challenges of others will be able to speak in a way that resonates with them on a personal level. This builds a connection that is essential for fostering respect and trust. The ability to communicate a clear vision is what separates a great leader from an average one. Leaders speak with a vision that is larger than themselves. They don't just talk about the present, they inspire others by painting a picture of what could be. People are drawn to leaders who can articulate a future that excites them, a future that they want to be a part of. When you speak with vision, you create a sense of purpose in your team, helping them understand that their contributions matter and are part of something bigger. A leader's words should also reflect humility. Humility does not mean being passive or weak, but it means having the strength to admit when you are wrong and the willingness to learn from others. Leaders who are humble recognize that they do not have all the answers, and they value the input of those around them. Humility in communication fosters an environment where collaboration and respect thrive. To speak like a leader, you must also be an active listener. Leadership involves understanding the needs, concerns, and ideas of others. When you listen actively, you demonstrate that you value people's input, and this creates an atmosphere of mutual respect. People are more likely to respect you when they know that their voices are heard and considered. Clarity and vision must be backed by action. Leaders speak with purpose, but they also follow through on their words. Respect is earned when your actions align with your words. When people see that you are not just talking, but actively pursuing your goals, they are more likely to respect you. They will see that you are not just a talker, but a doer. Someone who leads by example. Respect also comes when a leader speaks with integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Leaders who speak with integrity are consistent, honest, and ethical in their actions and words. When you speak with integrity, people can trust that you will stand by your word and act in their best interests. It's this kind of consistency and reliability that fosters respect. Leaders must also have the courage to speak difficult truths. Speaking the truth is often uncomfortable, but it is a necessary trait of leadership. When you speak the truth, even when it is hard, you demonstrate that you are not afraid to address the tough issues. This creates a level of respect from others because they know they can rely on you to be honest, even in difficult situations. Leaders who sugarcoat the truth all avoid hard conversations. This creates a level of respect from others because they know they can rely on you. Another essential element of speaking like a leader is the ability to inspire others through your words. Inspiration comes from speaking in a way that sparks passion in others. When you speak with enthusiasm and energy about your mission, your values, and your goals, you ignite something within others that drives them to action. People respect leaders who can motivate them to rise above their challenges and work towards something greater. Speaking with respect for others is critical to earning respect. Leaders who are disrespectful or dismissive of others' ideas or contributions lose the trust and respect of their followers. When you speak to others with respect, even when you disagree, you demonstrate that you value their perspectives. Leaders who listen carefully and respond with thoughtfulness foster an environment of mutual respect. Consistency in your communication is crucial. A leader who changes their message or approach too frequently confuses their followers, and confusion erodes trust. People respect leaders who communicate consistently and stay true to their values and vision. Consistency in speaking, reassuring, excuses them, and reflect poorly consistency and trust, consistency and committed to your purpose. Leaders must also be open to feedback. When you speak, make it clear that you are open to hearing the thoughts, ideas, and concerns of others. Being receptive to feedback demonstrates humility and a willingness to grow, both of which are important qualities of a leader. When people see that you value their feedback and act on it, they will respect you for your openness and commitment to improvement. Another vital trait of leadership communication is the ability to adapt your style to different audiences. Different people require different approaches, and a great leader knows how to adjust their communication style to suit the context and the individual. Whether you are speaking to a team of employees, a group of peers, or a large audience, knowing how to tailor your message in a way that resonates with the listener shows respect for their needs and preferences. A leader also speaks with clarity in times of crisis. During difficult situations, people look to leaders for guidance. A leader who can communicate clearly and confidently during times of uncertainty reassures their followers. In such moments, clear communication provides direction, reduces fear, and instills confidence. A leader who stumbles or falters in these moments risks losing the trust of their followers. Leaders know that their words have lasting consequences. They understand that the words they speak today can shape the future of their organization or community. As a result, they choose their words carefully. Speaking with thoughtfulness, foresight, and responsibility ensures that your words align with the vision you wish to create. Leadership also involves speaking with gratitude. A leader who takes the time to thank others for their contributions builds respect through appreciation. Gratitude creates a culture of positivity and motivates people to continue working hard. When you express genuine gratitude, you demonstrate that you value the people you lead and recognize their efforts. The tone in which you speak also matters. A leader who speaks with a calm, measured tone commands respect. When you speak too quickly, harshly, or impulsively, you risk coming across as out of control or emotional. A calm and measured tone, on the other hand, shows that you are in control of your emotions and that you can be trusted to handle situations with maturity and composure. Leaders also use their words to delegate effectively. Delegating tasks and responsibilities clearly and with confidence shows that you trust your team and that you respect their abilities. When you communicate with authority in delegating tasks, people understand their roles and are more likely to respect your leadership. A good leader uses words to encourage others to think critically and independently. Instead of telling people exactly what to do, a leader asks questions that prompt others to think for themselves. This approach fosters respect because it empowers others to take ownership of their work and decisions, knowing that their input is valued. Effective leaders are also skilled at using stories to communicate their message. Stories have a unique power to engage people emotionally, making complex ideas more relatable and memorable. A leader who can tell compelling stories can captivate their audience and inspire them to take action. Leaders who speak with passion about their cause can also inspire others to become passionate about it. Passion is contagious, and when a leader communicates their own excitement, it ignites similar feelings in others. Passionate leaders create energy and momentum that drives people to work together towards shared goals. In addition, leaders who are able to maintain composure in difficult conversations are highly respected. When you can navigate tough discussions with grace and professionalism, you earn respect. Difficult conversations are inevitable, but the way you handle them determines how others perceive your leadership. Leaders who can manage these moments with dignity and respect leave a lasting impression on their followers. Being accountable in your speech is another critical aspect of leadership. A leader who takes responsibility for their words and actions demonstrates integrity. When you hold yourself accountable for the things you say, you show that you are trustworthy and dependable. This builds respect because people know they can rely on you to do what you say you will do. A great leader speaks in a way that elevates others. Leadership is not about speaking for your own gain or recognition. It's about speaking to lift others up, to show them their potential, and to encourage them to reach for greatness. When you focus on helping others succeed, you earn their respect and admiration. Finally, leaders speak with a sense of urgency. A leader who communicates with urgency demonstrates that they are committed to moving forward and achieving their goals. This urgency creates a sense of excitement and momentum that motivates others to take action quickly and efficiently. When you speak with urgency, you show that you are driven and determined to make a difference.